to be performing and then nobody's moving to what you felt like this is the one.
Well,
Oof.
sometimes it's not really like what you're doing that's not good. Sometimes that's just a signal that, okay, you need to work on your stage presence. Like, you need to work on being able to command the audience. Like, it's just feedback, you know?
Yeah.
If nobody's paying attention, that means that you ain't doing something right.
But see, that is a good mindset because to non-thick skin artists, they like, I ain't doing this no more. Like
Yeah.
this feeling that overcame me from seeing them not be moved, it's like, this ain't for me.
Yeah.
And they'll quit. But for you to be like, that's feedback right there. And I need to work on stage presence. And I need to, like, you start tweaking and critiquing yourself.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I feel like that's what makes a good artist. Like, I'm
Yeah.
here to grow.
Yeah.
We back with another expert at failing. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. I appreciate you. Today is about to be a bomb, lit, dope episode. I was about to say throwback because once you see, you go see. If you know, you know. You feel me? But I have a special guest today, an exciting guest today, a happy, cheesy, smiley guest today. And I'm excited. I'm excited for today. Ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you Melanie Reyne.
Hey. Do I look into that camera?
Yep.
That's my camera. Hey.
Wherever the light is at, that's you.
Okay.
So how you been, man? How you been?
I've been well. How have you been?
I've been great. I've been tired. I've been pushing through. You know what's crazy? I just cleaned my house today, right? I got off at 5, went to sleep, woke up, and cleaned my house today. And as I was cleaning, it was like fog just disappeared. Like the clarity as I was cleaning my house, it was like clarity over my life. I was just like, whoa. And I was like, now it's time for me to plan and structure and write some goals down because it's like a path was cleared for me. It's like, all right, go attack it. Go be great.
Yeah.
So I feel good today. I definitely do. So before I ask you to tell a little about yourself, I want to say I met this woman from Instagram, but I hit her up and I wanted to do a skit, right? And I'm like, this was when I felt like I was like, I'm about to take YouTube by storm. You feel me? And I wanted to do a skit and I hit her up and she came through. We actually did the skit. She actually switched up the vision a little bit. And I was like, oh, okay. But then, you know, being a self-critic, I was like, I didn't put the skit out. I still got the footage to this day. I'm like, man, it ain't funny enough.
I was wondering what happened to
I
it.
still got the footage, but I just didn't believe in it. I was like, it ain't
That's
funny
okay.
enough. And a homie was telling me on his podcast, he was like, bro, sometimes you your hardest critic, but to somebody else, it's hilarious.
No, that's true. That's really true.
And he was like, I put stuff out, and the reception that people give it is like they love it, they receive it, and to him, he was like, I didn't think it was that funny.
Mm-hmm.
So I still might put it out because I still got the footage. I was just looking at it the other day, like that's crazy.
Okay.
Which yeah, man, she came, she did her stuff, but I definitely want you to tell people about yourself.
Okay. I'm a singer, songwriter, entrepreneur. I throw events. I've had a couple of different businesses. Yeah, just do whatever I feel like I want, I guess.
I love it. I love it. You definitely out here free living. I love it. So what's up with this get up right here? Like what's up with this?
So I'm in my roll bounce era. I put out a song called Roll Bounce, which is doing really well right now. And it was inspired by the movie. So I don't know. The fro, it just fits the vibe. And then it just reminds me of my grandma, who also was a singer, and she used to always wear her hair in a fro. So I just been loving it lately. I'm just,
You know, it's crazy because it like you fit the look.
yeah.
You definitely fit the look. Like some people, you could tell like the bone structure. You be like, nah, but you definitely fit the look. Like, damn, like if they cast for a movie, I could see you in it. Like for sure, for
A roll
sure.
bounce 2 or 3. I'm here for you.
Hit you up,
Hit me
hit her
up.
up. But yeah, man. So roll bounce right now. What inspired you? Like you said, you got inspired by the movie,
Mhm.
but it's like what inspired you? Like I'm about to go all out. Like I'm campaigning for this because you had other songs,
Yeah.
but I didn't see you campaign like this though.
I feel like I've been campaigning like for all of the songs from December of last year all the way up until now. I feel like I've definitely been on my campaign. Like,
You have songs way before December though. And
yeah.
all right, so the one like the Poetic Justice, I seen the campaign
Oh
for
yeah,
that.
for So Good. Yeah, that's the
And
one
then
earlier
this
this year.
one, these is the two I seen like you really campaigning for though.
Well, it's just like it's a new year, so I decided like if I'm gonna do it, like I'm gonna do it.
I ain't mad at
Like
it. I ain't mad
I'm
at
an
it.
independent artist, so I just feel like I don't have the luxury to just act like I can't be, I shouldn't be promoting or I'm too cool to promote. Like, no, I'm gonna try to make sure that everybody who follows me sees my song every day.
I ain't mad at it because as a business person, they say you need to be in their face.
Yeah,
You
that's
feel me?
marketing,
You definitely need to be in
if
their
people
face.
aren't hearing it and they don't see it and they don't hear about it, then it doesn't really exist to them.
Facts. Because I've did commercials with my clothing line, right?
Hmm.
And I would post it one time, and then somebody told me like, "How many times you see a commercial on TV?
Exactly.
Stop playing with us.
Exactly.
Stop playing. You just
That's
spent
how
all
I
that money to
feel.
post it one time.
Shameless. You have
Stop
to
playing.
keep doing it, keep putting it out there. You have to be like that because if you don't promote it, nobody else is.
Exactly. Be on their mental. Be on their brain. If you got a business, make sure you be on their brain because once they decide to act like, dang, I need some clothes, or dang, I want a candle, or dang, whatever. If you're not on their brain, they're going to the next brand.
Facts.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
So, how is it? Like, all right, so I told you earlier, it's not a music show, but it
Right.
is a podcast to where if you're going through a journey or you went through a journey and you could relay your story, your blueprint, somebody else is going through it. And instead of going to their own pitfalls, they can follow your blueprint and avoid the pitfalls and the I don't even know the word right now, but yeah, so how is it? How is it being an independent artist? Like
um, I feel like it's the same as like being a business owner.
I definitely feel that.
It's a product. Your song is a product. Your music is a product, just like anything else, and it's very similar to anything else business.
What is some of the like pitfalls that you went through that could help somebody else though?
Pitfalls, like things that went wrong,
Like
or
things that went wrong, you was like, damn, if I'd have had a mentor, if I'd have had somebody else that helped me out, I could have avoided that.
I would say my biggest pitfall would just be, I don't even know if it's a pitfall. I think it's just my advice would just to be to stay consistent in whatever you're doing, because you're never going to start and then be on your chapter 50. Like, you have to develop yourself. You learn things along your process. I feel like even if someone was to sit me down and tell me everything that I needed to know, you still have like a process of your own to go through, and you learn and you decide who you're going to be and what you have to offer. And it's just a process. You just have to not give up. You just have to keep going.
I definitely I have an ebook out, right? And it's basically telling you step 1 to 4 because I've tried to go from 1 to 10 and I wasn't equipped. I didn't have what I needed to have to go to 1 to 10.
Okay.
So 1 to 4.
What do you mean by that though?
All right, so business wise, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to hit 100K when I ain't even hit 10K yet.
Right. It's a process. Trust the
So
process.
you don't have the tools to hit 100K if you ain't hitting 10K. So learn step 1 to 4 and be efficient at that. And when you see the glitter and the glam, especially social media, it's like, dang, they hitting 100K, they doing this, they been teachers now, they could teach me how to do that. Like, bro, you don't even have what's under the hood correct, and you trying to take off and drive and race.
But that's what I mean. Like you gather and acquire those tools as you are consistent and as you keep doing what you're doing, because naturally you're going to start at a certain place and then you're going to get pretty good at that. And then you'll be like, okay, well, what if I improve in this way? Or what if I invest in this? Or what if I invest in that? And you just gradually, get there.
I agree. That's why don't go to 10 if you ain't
right. Don't try to be someone else. Like run your own race. That's
facts.
You have to run your own race.
Facts. I'm definitely with that. You have what is this, event business?
Yeah, I throw creative events. It's called Passion Fruits, LA.
I love it. I've seen videos. Where's it at in LA? Is it different locations or
different locations? Yep. Depending on what it is I'm doing, I might do different locations, different venues,
How's that networking? Because I know a lot of people, even I thought about throwing events. I threw a game night before. I feel like I ain't a people person though. Like when people be like, so this my drinking, all these is my game except for this
oh,
a
really?
homegirl game.
Oh, that's cool.
And I have a clothing line, so people constantly hit me up to be vendors, right?
Mm-hmm.
But my personality, I don't even like walking up to people. I don't like, hey, check me out. Hey, how you doing? Like, there's people who could sell you. Like, I could walk past a vendor and their personality is like, I'm so, what you got? I'm not even your ideal customer, but the way you talk to me, that's not me. So how is it like throwing events, networking, and being vendors like that?
First, I feel like it's important for anybody who has a business. It's important to develop the skill of being a good salesperson because it's just essential if you want to be successful. But I mean, events, I always like to bring people together. Like even as a kid, I was always the person who was going outside and like getting all my friends to come do this, do that. So it just is natural for me to want to get people together. So everything kind of just stemmed from that. And it's just been pretty natural. Everything that I've done with my event business has been pretty easy, honestly.
Easy? Ooh,
I mean, it has its challenges, but it's just like, for the most part, it's been pretty easy.
So why did you start it though?
I was just thinking about this. I started it because when I came out to LA, I was trying to do my whole artist thing, and like I was just realizing how clicked up people be and how hard it can be just to get yourself on any opportunities. And I'm just like, I'm tired of asking people to put me on. I'm tired of people acting like they too good to get back to me. So, I'm going to do my own stuff.
If you build it, they'll come.
Exactly.
If you build it, they will come.
Because now that I'm trying to get back more into my artistry and I'm like actively seeking out like more opportunities, it just reminded me like, this is why I even started doing events, because trying to ask people and it just can be so much. It gets very annoying, honestly.
I feel it. I think it's dope though, because what separates you and other people like myself, you're an executor.
Oh yeah.
You feel me? Because I've had ideas to throw fashion shows and with my clothing line, but bring other designers and clothing brands on, and then we all have vendors. So I thought of that, right? But I've never done it. So what separates us is execution. Like I'm big on execution.
And why is that? Why don't you go for it?
I don't know, because I be put in a lot of directions. Like, don't get me wrong, I execute. I'm big on execution.
Mm-hmm.
Like here, we doing this podcast and
Right.
I've been consistent.
Mm-hmm.
I'm big on execution, but lately I ain't had passion for my clothing line, honestly. So I'm concentrating on the drinking game. We about to get more units because we sold out.
Oh, that's great. Congratulations.
I'm building business credit. So I've been learning behind the scenes because I'm a creative at heart,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm learning the business side. because I don't want to spend my own money on buying units. So
Right.
now I'm about to get business credit and then go crazy on it. You feel me?
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like events is needed. I feel like networking is everything. Like, how has it been for you? Because I see you on your campaign, but I see you got other skaters dancing to your songs. How has networking been for you? Because
I feel like it's just kind of like the whole event thing. I'm good at getting people together. I feel like I have a natural gift to get people excited about things. So I use that to like get what I need. I hope that doesn't sound bad, but
hey, dude, listen, do you? But y'all see how bubbly she is though right now. Like she mad bubbly, and I can see it. I can see like when you're passionate about something, that energy transfers into other people and they get that same excitement. Like if you're trying to pitch something and you're dry, people gonna be like, why do I even want to be interested?
Exactly.
But if you're interested, they like, it gets them curious and it gets them excited. So I definitely could see your personality is like, dang, I want to know, I want to be there. You feel me? So I definitely
it's whatever
can see that.
I feel very excited about. Like that's like the fuel for everything. Like I can't do things if I'm not excited about it.
I definitely feel
because I
that.
just will not be motivated to even go for it. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
So do you have a team? Because that is big for me. Like building a team is huge, and I feel like nobody could do it alone. So let me know.
I guess to a certain extent, yeah, I do.
Okay.
Like for music, I do have certain people that I work with and like continue to use for certain things. And then for events, like yeah, I have people who I can call on and ask for help if I need it. So
I seen you dancing at the events and like what is that? Dance studios. You be at the dance studios.
oh yeah.
How is that for you? Like, is that helpful when you throw at events? Because you know guys go where the girls at all day. So when you networking it and get your friend base or whatever, how has dancing correlated to helping you throw events?
Honestly, I'm not sure if it does correlate really.
So the ones from the studio, are those the same ones that's dancing at Passion Fruit? Because I seen y'all dancing there before.
No.
So how did you find it? All right, so you danced with a group of people, but you don't.
Like when I go to the dance studios, it's literally just for like fun and to just practice being in my skin and stuff like that. But typically, I really don't. There's not a lot of people from the dance studios that I
hang out with.
Yeah, like on a regular basis.
It's crazy because I feel like dance studios like that, the workout classes, those be big support groups. They
can be.
That is crazy to know.
You know, there has been shout out to the dance community because I have worked with a lot of the choreographers and stuff on separate projects for my music, but not really so much for my events.
Okay. All right, so it dawned on me that you said when you came to LA to do your music. Where are you from? I thought you was from out here. Where are you from?
I'm from Indiana originally.
When you come out here, how
old? A lady never tells. But
we don't know. We didn't say how many years.
I moved from Indiana to Atlanta. I was there for 2 years, and then I came here. So I've been here for like 5 years now.
Oh, so how? Dang, that feel like. I feel like I start following you around not 5 years ago, but close, like back then, like at least 3.
Probably because the pandemic like stole a lot of our life for us.
Before the pandemic, I've been following you.
Yeah.
We did the what's name before the pandemic?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That is crazy. What I was about to say. So is that like a culture shock? Like Indiana? Is that like a city or is it?
I feel like it was a gradual move because when I moved to Atlanta, like it's like a bigger city than Indianapolis where I'm from. And then moving from there to here was like another just small step up. Like it's way bigger here than it is in Atlanta, but it was faster paced. So it's just like I feel like I went from, it was like a gradual thing.
What, like, all right, so what is your idea? Like, from people who, because LA, California, it's my backyard. So I don't explore it how people who's not from here, people be telling me about food places, and I'll be like, what?
You gotta get
I've
out.
never. So we don't take advantage. That's what I'm saying. We don't take advantage of what we already have because it's like, oh, it's there. We take it for granted, right? But people who come out here, they thrive because they like, what is the idea? What is the psyche behind that? Like, I'm about to go to LA and I'm about to start my career. Like, what is the psyche? Why is it so big in big lights to Hollywood? Like,
I think it's just a bigger city, one. So it's just like there's so much opportunity. There's always something going on. Like, people here, there's always somebody here starting something new. And it's like a place where people come, you know, to build things, like build dreams and to start things for whatever reason. So if you come from somewhere where it's a lot smaller and it's a lot slower, then immediately when you come to some place like here, it's like, whoa, like I could do anything.
so did it bust your bubble? Because, like, all right, so for real, because when you come from a small place and you looking outside, it's like, dang, it's flashy lights. They're living. They got the nice cars. It's shiny.
Yeah.
And you want the shiny stuff. But then you come out here and reality sets in. Did it bust your bubble, or was it still everything?
Yes. Cause I was just like, oh my God, did I make the right choice? Like, it was so big that it was like, I didn't know like where to start, you know? Like, and it's just like when you get here, you realize that a lot of the people that you're meeting at events and stuff like that, they probably live like hella far from you. Like, you know, cause it's so big. Like, you could meet someone, you could be living in Hollywood, but then someone at the event is from Long Beach. So it's just like, you might not ever see that person, or it might be, it's just a lot. And I didn't know where to start. I didn't know where to begin, but I'm not new to starting fresh. So I knew eventually I would find my tribe and like do my thing, you know?
So, did you know anybody out here before you?
Well, yeah. So my mom, she actually lives here.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
I came here to live with her originally. So I have my family. I have a support system. So that's different than a lot of people, because it would be rough without them. Ooh. Shout out to my family.
Shout out to the fam bam.
Yeah.
That would have been deep. Like, but I would have been.
I respect people who really come out here with nobody, because whoa.
That intrigues me, because I feel like I'm that type. But I've never done it because I feel like I'm in the land. But I do want to get away. I do, because I feel like my environment it stagnate me. Like, when you get out of your comfort zone and go somewhere,
yeah, it pushes you.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think everybody should do that, even if it's short term. Going somewhere new, like getting away from the people that you know, even getting away from your family, it allows you to open up and find out who you are, you know, because a lot of the things that we believe and a lot of things that we do is because that's how we were raised and that's what we see. And, you know, when you are by yourself in a whole new environment, it starts to open your eyes up to maybe some other things that you might be interested in. Maybe you might discover that, you know, you don't really agree with certain things that you thought you did because you were just around other people. So I think it's important.
That's been big for me. That's been hard. Unlearning and relearning. Like, once I unlearn, because I've definitely unlearned, because a lot of things I don't agree with, don't believe in. Traditionalism is just like, well, that's how it's been. Well, it wasn't right. I'm gonna let you know. But it's hard for me to relearn, because it's like, I've been lied to for so long. Now I think the new truth is a lie. You feel me? So it is hard for me to relearn. Like, I've unlearned already. It's like, I'm done with that. But to relearn is like, now is this another? Am I about to be another 20 years in lies, or what's up?
I think it's just about choosing. You choose what you want to relearn. You choose what works for you. Like, you delve into things that you feel like work for you, and then you might change that a couple years later. Like, I think that we're always changing, you know? I
definitely feel that. I love it. I love to elevate. I love to grow. I love to meet new people. Although I'm really like, I got to feel your energy first, because I'm not a people person. Like, I'm a lit person, and in the environment, it's like love is love. You feel me, in that environment. But I hate elevator. I hate small talk.
Same.
I hate fake laughing.
Yeah.
I hate
Right.
it. Like when people come to me and I be like, bro, just go over there and talk to them because I ain't with it right
I
now.
feel the same way. I don't really like small talk. It's
If you got a game night to attend and you want to be the one that turn it up, grab 3 Shots You're Out at 3shotsyourout.com. Last one with a shot wins. It's litty, it's engaging, and it gets you shit-faced if you lose. Grab it at 3shotsyourout.com.
it doesn't it's not adding any value, I guess. Like it's just like, okay, like how are you? I'm fine. How are you? How have you been? It's just like a script, you know?
Facts.
Yeah.
So what's next, though?
Um what's next for me is I'm just in a transitional period because even with my events and stuff, like I recently scaled back because what I was doing, it was bringing me a lot of money and I was successful, but I stopped being fulfilled by it. So then it started to just feel like I'm doing things for the wrong reasons. So I'm like open to discover what's next still. I can't really say exactly, but I'm just right now focusing on my music and like trying to push that as far as it can go to a new level. I just want to be on a new level with my music stuff and do some stuff that I never did before.
Tell me a goal this year.
This year,
Yep.
just with anything.
Yeah, with
Okay,
anything.
I want to make $100,000.
Okay, step 10. We were just talking about step 10.
Yeah, that's what I want to make. I want to make $100,000 before the end of the year.
Are you on track to it?
I am on track.
That's dope. You know, it's crazy because I watch podcasts. That's what got me into it. I hate listening. I love watching. I love interaction. I want to see your personality in it, right? And I remember 2 people, they both set out, they partners. They was like, they have different businesses, but they're like partners, friends, accountability partners, and they have a business together. But they like, our goal is to make $1 million this year, right? And both of them said they was not on track in the beginning. And it's just like something switched. One of them just started flourishing. Like it just took off. But in the beginning, the first quarter, the first 3 months, they was not on track. So I just said that, but it doesn't mean...
You have to speak it.
Yeah.
Because technically, I'm not on track. But I'm on track. You feel me?
I love it. I love it because, exactly. That's why I was saying, like, it may not look like it, but something could switch and it'd be like, damn, I just had 100,000 month right here. Damn, I just had a $250,000 month.
No, seriously. Like, or it's like, just like how I'm in transition, maybe the next thing that I will find that I feel passionate about will be in my purpose, and bam, I'll make a lot of money from that. Like, time doesn't really matter because things can change so quickly.
I agree. I agree. But it's dope to know that, because I did want to ask you, was the events lucrative? Because people,
you can make a lot of money.
People want to sustain their lifestyle. They want to, their living, but they want businesses. It's like, dang, my job is not, if my job is the only thing and this is not equating to the life I want, how can I do something else? And as y'all can see, an event, if y'all can know how to network, and she could teach y'all that, an event is lucrative.
Yeah.
That's dope to hear, though.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Anything that you can get more customers, charge like a upsell price for something. What's another one? I don't know, but events, doing things like coaching, doing things like having digital content, things where it's just like no limit. Those are things that you will always be able to make a lot of money from. So events are great.
Events, it do have capacity though, like, or was y'all just
it depends. I mean, because it's just like, it's all about you, because now we're in the age where people will pay for live stream. So it's really, you can have your event in real life and have a certain capacity for tickets. And then in those tickets, you can also have different tiers of tickets. So certain people will pay for
VIP.
Yeah, VIP, different experiences. And then like if you live stream, like you can make money from the live stream. It's really infinite, really.
What experience do you want them to take away from your music?
Um, whatever experience I'm trying to convey at that moment.
I see
Depends
that.
on whatever you're listening to.
I see that.
Yep.
What do you want people to remember you by?
Just in general.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely want people to see me as someone who always did what she wanted to do. Someone who was a pro at execution. Someone who's always growing, not afraid to change, and someone who is authentic.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I definitely can see that. I definitely feel like you walk in your truth.
Yeah. I try to as much as I can.
Yeah, that's big for me. That's what foreign attitude means for me. That's
Yeah.
like walking in your truth. Like I have a theory, being a wolf in wolf clothing. Like a lot of people are wolves in sheep clothing because they don't want to show their true colors or their true self.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are sheep in wolf clothing. They really timid, but they do the rah-rah and they controlling, but they really like insecure and self-conscious, but they cover that up.
Yeah.
I'm a wolf in wolf clothing. You go get me. Like this is me unapologetically. Like I'm him.
Yeah. I feel like I do a good job of that, but I always feel like there's always more that you can like. You can always become more of yourself, you know?
Definitely.
And that's why I just want to always be able to do that. Like I strive for that, to be more authentic, and I just feel like that's where all the good stuff is at. Because when you're being yourself, you attract things that are going to be good for that self. Like, you know, you're going to attract the people who genuinely care about the person that you really are, and opportunities that allow you to be who you are and express what you have to give to the world.
Yeah. I definitely feel like it's needed out here, especially with social media. Like it's needed for people to continue to preach walking in your truth. Mm-hmm. Because the more we do, that's why expert at feeling like I don't want to act like I'm just the mad successful or I don't like being shiny at all. Like I don't like posting the cars I drive. I don't like posting where I live or anything like that. But expert at failing, because more people is failing than succeeding. Like it's only the percentage. No, for real. It's only the percentage. Like it's only a percent. But it looks like everybody on social media is winning in life. You feel me? So expert at failing is really to show people like it's okay to fail. That don't mean it's the end.
It's a part of the success.
Exactly. Yeah. Like it's big on I'm big on that because people are afraid to start because they're scared to fail.
Right. Some people just want to look like they got it all from the beginning. Then they never start stuff that they want to do because they're like, oh, like I'm scared. I only got 15 views. Like, who cares? You have to keep going. Like, you have to get past that. Everybody wants to look like they have it now. And it's like, if you don't, you've got to build it, you know?
Right. Yeah. And it's dope to have the people in the beginning with you, building with you. They see the journey.
Yeah, because then you're inspiring other people. They'll be like, oh, I remember when he was only getting 10 views on his video. Now look, he's getting 10,000 per video. Yeah. Exactly.
So how's that been to you? Because all right, so as far as the podcast go, this dude that I took his course, a podcast challenge, and he was like, he like on episode 200 and something. He was like, bro, 90% of y'all never seen episode 1 through 10. You feel me? So it don't matter like if you mess up, if you rusty, if you shy, you need the repetition to get through that and to become better, right? So I'm asking you, building your career, and it's like I'm doing music video after music video. What drives you to keep investing in yourself?
I think it's just me wanting to live the life, whatever it is that I'm wanting, that's what drives me to keep doing it. Cause it's just like, well, I'm not going to get there if I'm not doing anything, Facts. You know?
If like, you don't hop in the car and drive, you're not getting to the destination.
Not getting to the destination. So it's just like, I've had times where I needed to take a break or like, I'm just like, oh, I can't do this right now. But I always come back to it because it's just like when you really want to do something or when you really love something, it's just like, what other option do you have? Like, but to pick something that you hate, you know? It's just like, personally, especially having some eras of success with what you do, like once you know what it feels like to do something you want to be doing, getting paid from it, like things going well, it makes it very hard to try to do something that you know you don't want to do. Cause like before I became an entrepreneur, I had so many jobs. I was like a serial employee. I would go and then I would get bored. I'm like, oh, I'm over this. And I had so many jobs until I was just like, you know what? I got closer and closer to being like my own boss. And then once I did, like even through the hard times, it's just like, well, I'm riding it out. Like we in this thing, like we driving, like the
Till the
tires
wheels
might
fall
the
off.
tires might get flat sometimes. That's all right. We're gonna push it to the gas station. We're gonna fill the air back up and we gotta keep going. Okay? Keep going.
It's big because I'm like I got he a business coach slash content coach, right?
Mhm.
He about to help me structure my content, but I want to be known for perseverance,
Mhm.
like going through it, and getting
Yeah.
through it.
Yeah.
And he's about to help me structure that. But that's big for me because a lot of people quit before they get to where they going.
Yeah.
And they don't understand. Like people look at how far away from the goal they are, but they don't look back and see how far away from the start they are.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they quit when really you was really 70% from the start and you only need 30%. But that 30% to you looks so far because you never reached it.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And also, like, what I learned, especially with my music, because there was a certain point where I wanted to stop doing it because I'm just like, oh, I'm not where I want to be. And then now I approach it from like, well, I'm here right now and I'm enjoying where I am right now. Like, you know, because you have to be able to do that. Otherwise, everything, it just feels like everything's so far away and you get frustrated and you start moving out of frustration and then you don't want to do it anymore. But it's just like, you know, like I'm here right now. Like eventually, hopefully one day I'll be able to drop a music video on first day. I'll get like 1 million views and stuff. But right now I'm going to just
Goals.
enjoy the process of like, I'm doing this right now and just putting my all into who I am right now, what I'm doing right now and enjoying that because otherwise it just makes you want to give up. At least for me, it made me want to give up.
Don't give up, y'all.
Yeah,
Don't do it.
don't give up. Gotta keep going.
Tell me a story of you performing because you perform and like you had nervousness or you messed up, but you kept going. Like, tell me a story. Like, yeah, get that embarrassing. Give us something embarrassing, but just like,
Yeah.
dang. I don't know if you kept going, you ran off stage. I need to know.
I
need
never
to
ran
know.
off stage.
I need
But
to
I
know.
had a horrible performance one time. Like when I was living in Atlanta, it was this thing. I think it was Bonfire. It might have been Bonfire ATL. Or it was something else. It wasn't that, but it was like another similar event. And like I was super excited because like I wanted to have like an all-female band. So I had got these girls and you know, we had a couple practices and I had my drummer and everything, and we get to the event, we feeling cute, we drinking, we smoking, we like, ooh, you know, we here, we cute. Then when we get on stage, like we were all so drunk that the performance was horrible. Like it was horrible. It was so embarrassing. Like the boyfriend that I had at the time, they were laughing their ass off, and it was just like, wow, like how I was just so embarrassed. Like I think I cried afterwards, but I kept going. I made it through the performance, and I just learned like never do that again. Like that's not a good idea.
Do not drink. Do not get shit faced.
Yeah, before you perform.
Don't.
It's not a good idea.
That is funny.
Yeah.
Like, all right, so I always think of performers are brave people, like comedians,
Oh, yeah.
especially at small events, like when people rarely know you,
Mm-hmm.
because the crowd does not move like that. They probably having a whole conversation while you performing, and a psyche that will fuck with me as I'm watching them not interact and receive what I'm trying to put out.
Uh-huh.
It'll mess with me. I ain't gonna lie. Like I'm a confident person. Like I'm very confident.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like that, it's like I feel like I have an ear, so I'll be like, if I'm going out there, it's the shit. But everybody feel like that. Like this is your craft, so you're gonna feel like that.
And you should.
And they not receiving it, I would be like, bruh. like I had to stop like how what's her name? Ronnie did on Players Club. Everybody assumed a position. You gonna listen to me today. Stop playing with me. Like when I do fashion shows though, I never think. When I do fashion shows, I be in my element because I hate walking the regular traditional model way, right? So I tell all my models, like, listen, I'm a conservative ratchet, so we about to turn this motherfucker up. We not walking regular. This beat that this song, we about to. I want every time I do a fashion show to be like, where they from? Who is them? They not from around here, because I want to. And every time I get that same reaction. Like I said, I'm not a people person, so I don't really be mingling until after my performance. Everybody come up to me like, that was dope, blase, I love your stuff.
Yeah.
And that is how I network.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get out of that. I'm trying to, like, my boy told me when he walk in the room, he already have an agenda.
Yeah.
He be like, I'm taking home 100 Instagrams. I'm taking home 50 numbers.
Yeah, that's
like,
a great idea.
I used to have business cards and never pass them out. A stack because of the introvert inside me. Like, but yeah, that like, that's
push past that.
That psyche to be performing and then nobody's moving to what you felt like this is the one.
Well,
oof.
Sometimes it's not really like what you're doing that's not good. Sometimes that's just a signal that, okay, you need to work on your stage presence. Like, you need to work on being able to command the audience. Like, it's just feedback. You know, if nobody's paying attention, that means that you ain't doing something right.
But see, that is a good mindset, because to non-thick skin artists, they like, I ain't doing this no more. Like, this feeling that overcame me from seeing them not be moved, it's like, this ain't for me.
Yeah.
And they'll quit. But for you to be like, that's feedback right there. And I need to work on stage presence. And I need to, like, you start tweaking and critiquing yourself. I feel like that's what makes a good artist. Like, I'm here to grow.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be at step 10 my first time performing.
Exactly. It's like when I first started performing, I used to be so shy. Like, so shy, and I would be so hard on myself. And if I messed up even a little bit, like, I would always cry after my performance. I would always cry after my performance. But like, over time, you know, you just get better. You get better. You get more comfortable. It's just like what you said with the podcast thing. Like, a lot of people not even gonna know about you when you're doing your first show, or like, you know, when you start doing off those events, you have to just keep going. And then if you feel like people aren't paying attention to you, people are not interested, sometimes it's not that your music isn't good. It's not that your product isn't good. You just need to, you know, think, okay, well, how can I look at it more as like a trial and error type thing than like, oh, I have to be great right now. You know, you just take the feedback. Okay, nobody was paying attention to me. What can I do? Maybe I need to switch up my outfit. Maybe, you know, I need to talk to the people more in between this. You just have to keep trying until you get what works for you.
I definitely like that. That is definitely my motto. Not always my mindset, but it's definitely my motto. Like, keep going, persevere. Like, I'm big on that.
Yeah.
I might not compute that like in that.
You're right. You might have to cry.
Yeah, for real. Like, I'm stubborn, so mine is not. Yeah, it'd be like, fuck y'all. I'm about to come back and I'm about to shit on y'all and I'm about to do like, that's mine. Like, I'm gonna have that talk. I ain't gonna have. You know what? It's okay. Nah, I'll be like, fuck y'all. I'm gonna see y'all again. And I ain't gonna look at y'all this time. Y'all gonna say what's up, and I'm gonna turn my nose at you. Like,
that's funny. You can't get mad. They're communicating something to you for you to learn from.
I love that. I love that way of thinking. I honestly do. Because with me having that mindset, when I'm in a crowd and it's a new artist, I always look at them and nod. Because,
oh, that's nice.
Yeah, because you don't know what they're going through psychologically. You feel me? And they can focus on you. Like, I'm not gonna stare at them the whole time.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna
give them some energy.
Exactly.
I try to do that for people too. Like, pay attention and, you know,
because
give them some energy.
People be rude out here.
Okay, sometimes people can be rude.
Hey, y'all stop. Y'all need to stop that and have humility, because that is a lot for an artist to go out on stage and present their craft. Well, I sound like a father right now. Though. You feel me? A stern father. But yeah, so I want you to tell them something tangible as far as like tangible steps
Mm,
because this is expert at failing and we want them to succeed. But they have to know failure is part of the lesson.
right.
So tell them something tangible on getting their career off the ground.
Mm, well, invest in marketing. That's really number one because whatever you're doing, if you're not, people are not seeing it, then, you know, that's a fail. And if you don't have a marketing budget, market yourself. Always market yourself. Put yourself out there as much as possible. And tangible. Get out there. Whatever, go to the events, meet the people who are interested in what you have to offer. You know, talk to people who are interested in what you're interested in. Sometimes that alone can open doors for you, just being in the right places and being around like minds.
That right there, all three, because I was gonna say networking, marketing. I have an episode on how I blew 20K, but it was on inventory, but nobody knew who my clothing brand.
Oh, yeah.
So marketing is like I should have went there first, created the demand,
Yeah.
then get the supply. But I got the supply and there was no demand. I sat on it. 20K. I sat on clothes. Like, but I
That's
love
a hard lesson, what you learn.
yes. Marketing is when she said it's number one, I was like, yes.
Yeah.
And right now, my thing is getting inside the room. So when you say go there and be there and you go meet, getting inside the room and know what you want out of this room.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like
Have intention.
exactly. Find who you looking for. You could have, what you do, blase, that's cool. But I need to find this videographer. Like I'm here for this.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, be inside the room.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I love it. I love it. So tell them where they could find you.
You can find me on everything. Yep, right there. Melody Reyne, MELODYREYNE. Check out my music. My Instagram for my events is Passion Fruits LA. Spelled regular Passion Fruits LA. And yeah.
So, we already talked about what's next, but you want to leave them with some lasting words, something motivational,
Something inspirational. Don't give up. Don't give up on you.
And with that said, this is another episode of Expert at Failing. I'm glad to have you. I'm glad you came.
Thanks
and
for
I
having
appreciate
me.
you.
No, thank you for having me.
And we out.
Hey.